Good morning, friends. Just wanted to spend a few moments this week looking at Isaiah 58. This is something that God's been really kind of drawing to my attention recently, and just something that I really want to share with you. So in Isaiah 58, God is speaking about his people and the fact that when they have their day of fasting, a day when they should be putting it aside to go through their spiritual practices, to think about God, to think about their relationship with God, what they would do is not treat it in the way that he wanted them to treat it. So what he's saying here is your worship isn't what you think it is. What you're thinking you're doing is you think that if you fast and you do these things, then I will automatically bless you. But what he's actually saying is he's saying, I'm looking at all the other parts of your life and saying it's not matching up. It says here, day after day they seek me out and they seem eager to know my ways, as if they were a nation that does what is right and has not forsaken the commands of its God. They ask me for just decisions and seem eager for God to come near them. Why have we fasted, they say, and you have not seen it? Why have we humbled ourselves and you have not noticed? Yet on the day of your fasting, you do as you please. You exploit all your workers. Your fasting ends in quarrelling and strife and in striking each other with wicked fists. And so what God's saying is, you're looking like you're doing the right thing, but deep down, I know it's a farce. I know that it's not true worship. And then he says these words from verse 6. He says, is this not the kind of fasting I have chosen? To loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke? Is it not to share your food with the hungry and to provide the poor wanderer with shelter? When you see the naked, to clothe him and not to turn away from your own flesh and blood. And then he says these amazing words in verse 8. Then your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear, and your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. And then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help, and he will say, here I am. And I find that really quite challenging, because how many of us who have been Christians for a long time kind of just go through the rituals? Okay, well, Lord, I spend time in your word and I talk to you, and I might come with you with a list of things that I might want you to do. And yet I then kind of shelve that and I go on with my day, not in the light of who God is and how it should be transforming my life time and time again. We maybe walk through with judgment. We see people that we're working with. We see people maybe who are in a different situation of life to us, and we immediately judge. We don't always consider how what we do can affect and have ripple effects of injustice in society. And so my challenge really this morning to us all is to have a think about that. Social action will never replace spiritual disciplines. Spiritual disciplines absolutely have to be at the top. However, if all we're doing is going through the ritual, if we're just saying, do you know what, I know I've just got to do this bit and then hopefully God will do what I ask him to do, God's saying, I'm not having a bit of it, actually. What I really, really, really want is for my love and my justice and my righteousness to flow through you throughout the day. I want that time with you, that special time with you, which we'll talk about the Sabbath in the next video. But I want that special time with you, but I need it to transform your life and the lives of those around you. So that's just a challenge for us this morning. Read those words to yourself and think, how is my life being an absolutely incredible act of worship to God and for God's eyes only? God bless you.